Okay, so just so you know, this is a 17 plate Mercedes E-Class with a 2 liter, not 2.1, 2 liter OM654 engine. And the reason for recording this video was just to show you what can happen when you go to cheaper garages or some places where people kind of don't know what they're doing, because right here it's really hard to explain what happened and why did it happen, because it's just not a very quality build. And I don't know, normally builds like that end up in my garage and then I have to put them all right back together. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll show you some little life hacks you can do and some things you can change in here. Yeah, and just a general information. If you enjoy this video, like it, subscribe. I will try to post more things now. I've been doing this for about 10 years now, and I just decided finally maybe I should share my knowledge with you guys. Any comments will be good. If you don't like something, comment. If you like it, comment. Anything, I'll take anything. I'm happy with whatever's gonna happen. But yeah, I hope you find this information useful. So my name is Roland. I'm generally from Latvia. I've been living in Cambridge for the last 10 years now. So yeah, I'm just gonna start recording and try to get used to this, as I'm not quite used to recording myself on camera and posting myself online. But yeah, hope you enjoy it and like it. I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, so far good, interesting. So there's a screw missing here because they over tightened it. There's another one broken there, okay, because it's been over tightened. They always break these, all the people. Oh, there is a 10mm head, terrible. Here is a BMW gearbox bolt in here, disgusting. I can't get high enough because Peter has locked me up. Okay, we got some sexy protecting film for you. No scratches. Oh, there's another Beamer bolt in there. Then there is a lot of oil everywhere for some unknown reason. This is a random, another third type of bolt in there. This is original, that's snapped. That's why the oil is there. Fuck. There is another T30 which is not original. Oh, one of them is not snapped. Wow. Okay. Yeah, man, terrible. Very, very bad, considering this been just done. Another Beamer bolt. I have a replacement for these, because if you replace all of these it costs you over £200. Okay, so these bolts for the rocker cover, so let's turn the lights off, are right here. They are £12 plus the VAT each, and there is 17 of them. So once I add them to the basket,
you have one sensor not working?
they are £244 including VAT here. So unless our customer has plenty of money, I would be happy to replace them, but currently my customers are trying to save every penny they possibly can, especially the taxi drivers. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the bolts I'll use instead. So we have here on the left Mercedes original that survived, the only one, and here is one that I removed from BMW rocker cover. When I change the rocker covers I keep these bolts. So the stopper is exactly the same size. The only problem is it's slightly smaller in diameter, but that shouldn't really matter. The only thing is you have to be careful because it does fall out of the rocker cover if you flip it upside down. And the bolt, the heads are identical, so there's nothing wrong with that. And the BMW one is slightly longer, only a touch. So what I realized, I checked the holes for the rocker cover in the cylinder head. They actually go straight through, so they don't bottom out. This one is the one that doesn't go straight through, and just to show you that it's not too long, you can actually, oh wow, it's actually getting tight. One sec. Let me get like a 8mm. What do we have here? Lovely. Okay, so that it doesn't bottom out. You know what, I think that needs cleaning. One sec. So here I just got the ratchet. It goes in a bit tight, I don't know why, but anyway, now it's loose, yeah. And now I do the small ratchet up, Oh, and that actually stops on the stopper, so it's not bottoming out inside. This is actually good. That extra length you got is not an issue, so you don't have to worry that it's not gonna clamp down the rocker cover properly. It works just fine. And if I go here, then inside the camshaft housing, the bolt holes are not through as well, and it doesn't bottom out here. Locked in, perfect. So you can easily use these bolts and save yourself 250 quid if you have them. I don't know how much BMW ones cost, but if you work on many cars like Beamers, then you'll have these kicking around, or you can actually take them off from the old rocker covers. So that's the life hack you can use. We still can't believe how much oil is here, but I guess it's because the bolts are snapped.
There's a snap bolt in there.
Oh, look, they put the bracket upside down on the injector. No! Look at this. The dot is facing upward. It should be facing down. Like that. No way. What kind of people done this?
Cheapy.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's a snappy
Okay,
again,
yeah, the snappy is already recorded. Then we have another beamer bolt over there, I can see. We'll get the rail off and then we'll see the rest. And we have unknown amount of liquid inside your injector. I don't know what that is and why it's there, but surely that shouldn't be there. Very, very bad. Okay, and that's my lovely
this one is
654 engine, poor engine.
Comparing to these ones, see the oil in there?
Oh yeah, what was the oil? I think the oil just came from the top when you undone that. We're gonna have
maybe.
to clean the shit out of them. Turbo. And the turbo has a little in and out play, nothing major. How does the turbo look like? Let's see if I can let's put the light on. Okay. Well, the blades look nice. Beautiful, it has not been damaged, but it does have a little in and out play, which is common for these, unfortunately. Eventually we'll need a new turbo, but that's later. So here we're doing so far so good. Yeah, keep you posted. Okay, we got the injectors out. Now we can see more damage over here. Oh my god. Lots of oil everywhere, and considering this was done just recently, yeah, very poor quality of work. So, bolts missing, broken. T30, which is actually from the cams. They have the same bolts. Wow, they just smashed them in there. Okay. Bolt broken here. And we got another T30 there. This one is the one that's still alive. I can reuse these about 10 times. If you do them up carefully and gently, they will last you a long time. But they are aluminium and they're not supposed to be reused, but you can reuse them. There is a BMW gearbox oil pan bolt, T40 or 45, I remember these guys, I have plenty of them. There is a 8mm head over here, which is not a Merc. We have T30, we have Beamer, we have a 10mm head right there, another broken bolt, another Beamer, and another Beamer in there inside. Yeah, so it's all amazing. I don't know what's in there. In there is a
10mm.
8mm, I think.
Oh.
Looks like 8mm as well. Or oh no, I think that's actually metal one. It doesn't shine. Okay, we're gonna remove the rocker cover in a minute to see what's happening inside, because the engine is running very poorly. It's misfiring. It runs really weird, and it feels like, I mean, this had a snap chain before, as he said. So I don't know what they done to the rest of the car, but we'll check it out and we'll let you know what's inside there. Okay, we're gonna hoover off the excess from the bolts, so when we undo the bolts, the oil doesn't splatter everywhere. And we're just gonna do a general hoovering around for now, just to clean it up, and then we'll take the cams off, see what's going on. Okay, so far so good. Engine is very nasty, very dirty inside. The oil change was not priority on this car, I can tell. So the intake rockers, 2 of them have failed, which will cause that cylinder run very weird. We're gonna do a vacuum leak now on all 4 cylinders to see if the valves are damaged. But yeah, so far it's okay. Even look at this spring. The guys, I don't know why, what they've been doing. Why can't you just do things properly? So yeah, you're gonna have to get a set of rockers, definitely. Luckily I have the intake cam spare, because normally it's only the exhaust ones that go wrong. I don't know how is it possible that the intake went, but maybe it's one off. Oh, I can't see the little rubber seal that was meant to be in there, unless it's stuck on the cam carrier. No, it ain't. They just didn't put it in. Of course they did not, which is not mega important. That seal is only a leak off for the injectors. But anyway, you can tell by the state of the oil residue on here, the black stuff. Look at that. This is what pens are made out of. It's solid ink. Look how dark that gets. It doesn't shine through. So this is very poor oil changes. So either you've been doing too many miles, or either people were not changing your oil. I don't know what's happening, but this is definitely the reason why your chain went so early and it died. So anyway, I'm gonna try to put all this right, and hopefully it will be all nice after this. We're gonna have to clean it all up, hoover it all out, wash the top of the engine here, and yeah, we're gonna crack on. It's gonna be fun. Okay, this is my homemade DIY vacuum tester. You can use anything to make this to seal the cylinder. So hold on, let that go for now. It goes from here, so it goes to the vacuum gauge, and then the other piece goes to whatever vacuum source you have. In my case, I had this fluid extractor that I can put the air hose on it, open it up, and then if you put your finger in front of the hole, the vacuum increases. So now we're going to see what happens when you put it on each cylinder. You want them to be all pretty much equal. Okay, go. So number one is doing great. Yeah, that's great. Go for number two. Number two is okay, it's a bit less. I guess that's fine. Okay, number three. Number three is a little bit weak, but nothing major. Yeah, it's still holding some vacuum, which means it should be okay. Next one, and the number four. And the number four seems to be quite good as well. Lovely. Okay, I don't know where the piston is. Let me do one check quickly. I'm gonna check the piston position. Here the piston is right on the top, and here the piston is right on the bottom. So maybe that's why it's taking a while to pull a full vacuum on those cylinders. Try again. Put it on. It might just take longer. No, it does stop. Another thing I can do, bang the valves a bit with a hammer. Take your hand off, just so they seal better. A little tap. Okay, try. Yeah, she's a bit lazy on those cylinders. Okay, what I'll do, I'll turn the engine over so these pistons are up as well, to see if that makes any difference. Okay, now them are up. Yeah, it looks fine. Look, it actually made a difference. Yeah.
Definitely on number two.
Definitely made difference number two. So we're good.
And number three.
Number three. Yeah, same.
Still a little bit lazy.
Yeah, but not too bad. That's about it where it stops. Try number one now, when the piston is down. Yeah, it's still better than them. So we do have a certain leak, maybe a slight leak on a valve. Okay. And number four again. Obviously it's going past piston rings as well at this point. Yeah, see, now it's gone to 10 over there. So I think we're quite okay, because normally if you have a damaged valve, you won't have almost any vacuum at all. You won't even go to 5. So I would consider this as a good result. Yeah, she's alive. Okay, I've cleaned the tops a little bit of injectors. They still don't look great, but the main thing I wanted to show you is the tips. So the tips are not too bad, a bit dirty, but usually quite reasonable. Oh man, focus. But the copper washers, you can tell they have been seated in a very dirty environment. Each and all copper washers, they have indentations into them, and they reuse the old seals by the looks of it. Or copper washers, they've been using the old ones. Not good. So this is gonna go in ultrasonic. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but every car when I always work on, I place the injectors in the ultrasonic like this, so the heads don't touch the bottom, because it can damage the head. I've seen that. So I raise the basket up a bit, I place the injectors in just like that. And the cleaning solution I use is Auto Gleam Clean All. It's quite aggressive and it does actually job pretty well. And by the way, you leave it there for 30-40 minutes, whatever, and they come out brand new. I'll show you once it's done. Okay, these are injector tips now after the ultrasonic bath. You can see they look way better, almost like brand new, nice and shiny. See some residue on some of them somewhere. There, let's focus that in. Yeah, and they seem to be a lot happier. So at the moment I'll just put them here. We still gotta clean everything, tidy up. Once we're gonna clean all the dirt, get rid of all this blackness, then I'll put it all nice and laid out on the clean cloths, and we can then start assembling. So yeah, currently this is how it is. They still look a bit nasty, a bit of a cleaning, but yeah, it should be okay. And we're gonna change the cam. I got one intake cam spare, so we're gonna use that, and yeah, we'll put it together, and then we'll show you once it's coming together how clean it is. Okay, and this is our special engineering tool for cleaning the injector holes. So we go like this with a brake cleaner, bam, 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 and it takes most of the rubbish out. That's a 15 mil, yeah. So almost perfect. If you have any hard carbon buildup on that, then obviously you have to use brushes to get it out. But with this 15 mil, this is 15 mil copper pipe, standard. And I think this was from one of the AdBlue tanks. I used the flexi head, and the pipe just fits that perfect. Attached to the hoover, and there you go. And it helps you to clean all the engine, everything out. It's amazing. So if you look at the engine now, what we did from how it was, now it's way better than before. It's still quite brownish on the inside, but I mean, that's as good as it's gonna get. To get that brown residue off, you have to use water-based chemicals, and we don't want to put any water-based chemicals here. But you can tell that the engine has not been serviced very well, and it's had a bit of a hard time. And then the timing chain was replaced by somebody somewhere, and they made a lot of mess everywhere. So now we're trying to rectify all the issues. And the cams are still disgusting. What else we got? We got lots of things to clean up. Yeah, we'll get it all tidied up. Will be good. Okay, here is the cam carrier. I got intake cam replaced. So this is a second-hand cam, but it's, let's turn the light off. It's actually in a very good nick. Kept it as a spare for days like this. The lobes are not damaged. They're all beautiful. Where on the other one, the lobes were damaged because the rockers failed. Everything's cleaned up, came up quite nice. I mean, the bed in here looks amazing. To be honest, the bottom doesn't seem to have any wear at all, which is crazy. It's like brand new, but the top casing has some wear marks. I think the worst one was on here. See, it's quite deep. It's not, can't say that it's very deep, it just looks like it's deep, but it's not too bad, still manageable. So yeah, I'm gonna assemble it now, and yeah, lovely. Okay, what I always use is a bit of a Lucas as an assembly paste. It's quite thick, and yeah, I just like it. I use it in the engines as well. Seems to do a good job so far, no complaints. So we just apply tiny bits everywhere. So when you do that first crank, you know she's not going to be dry. There we go. More here, a bit more here, and here. Okay, lovely. Okay, the cams are in. Now I do that first spin, just to lube it all up. Ah, oh, it spins really nice. There you go. Beautiful. And then we can put the tops on. One in here, one in there. Okay, and they are secured by the tiny screw, just as the assembly position. Then later we put the long bolts in and we torque it all down to the head. So that's that for now. Okay, so these sprockets here are quite special, and you can hear a little clicking. Yeah, so they are spring loaded. Half of them is spring loaded to remove this little noise, and that's why you have this locking pin in here. It's quite important to lock them up before you dismantle them. So I'm going to put it on here for a sec, like that. I normally use a screwdriver to remove it. I don't know if it's visible or not. Oh god. Normally what you do, you grab a flathead screwdriver and you twist it, just a slight push, yeah, and then you pull the pin out. And there. So the pin is out. Now it doesn't make any more noise. If you see, there's no more free play. Yeah, it's gone tight. Perfect. I'll leave this one in still, because this one will lock against the engine. On the engine where the timing chain is, there's another sprocket. This drain hole right here for the top leads to the side of this hole. You can see there's a little tube right here. It leads to this hole right here, which then is located on the engine right here, where I mentioned earlier that the seal is missing. So like I said, the seal is not critical, but it prevents from any kind of water, diesel or whatever is going to be on top of the engine from getting inside the engine, and the gases from the engine coming out here. And this o-ring was missing, so I'm going to find something here and just replace it. There is no pressure inside of this pipe. It's just a drain pipe for any excess fluids you might get on top, leaking injectors or rocker cover gasket. When it's gone, the oil will come here, and that's just for it to escape so it doesn't accumulate. The brand new rockers I always drop into the oil, leave them soaking there for a bit, just to keep the bearings lubed up, just in case. I think they come actually kind of pre-lubed from factory, but I always do this just in case. It can never be too much oil. And then obviously I just go here and try not to make too much of a mess. It always does get a bit messy. And I just start installing them one by one. There you go. And you should hear a click. Boom. That's in. You know, that's definitely in. And then the next one. Oop. There we go. And now you got to do that another 14 times, I think. Yeah, another 14 times. I'm glad this is not 24 valve. It'll take even longer. Okay, I'll do this. I'll show you how they look when they're all in. Okay, all the rockers are in and chilling. All good in position, ready to go. So just to tell you, one time I had a nice experience with this. So, oh god, look at this guy. You better put that in, right? We don't want that happening. Let's check if they all... Yeah, once I had the customer come complaining about the misfire on the takeoff, and it was on a cylinder 4. So when you gently take off, the car does shake a bit, feels weird. It took me forever to figure out what's going on. I stripped everything, the intake, I cleaned the intake, changed the injector, nothing changed. And when we opened the engine up, one of these guys right here, he just wasn't there. He was missing. So somebody who done this job, they just didn't put one rocker on there. I don't know how did they mess it, because I mean, if you look at it, you can see all of them, and if one is gone, I mean, it's quite obvious the saying ain't right. But that wasn't there, so lovely. After replacing the rocker, the car runs sweet after that. So yeah, I was just surprised how did the hydraulic lifter stayed in its position. Luckily it didn't push it out and it stayed there. But yeah, rocker was never found. It was just gone, and it didn't like drop somewhere, because it would have dropped, it would cause the damage, and it wasn't laying anyway. It was just not there. Mad. So yeah. Okay, the cams are in a place, looking way better than before. Now the timing is locked. Here in the front, if you see, where is the nigga? The OT mark is on the machine side of the block. On your right hand side, that's where the OT should sit. So it's kind of here. I think we can even see from here maybe a little bit. Yeah. So we're pretty much there. And then what you do for the back side of it, to do these up, I use a cheating device, 11mm long spanner. You cannot torque it down, unfortunately, because you can't get your torque wrench in here, unfortunately. So to do that, you have to take the EGR, low pressure EGR cooler off, but that's a mission. I haven't actually done that myself. The thing is, I normally just do these screws quite tight, and I never seen them break. And you can take this off as well. I never had issues, they never snapped on me, so they're actually really strong screws, or the bolts, very strong bolts, they won't snap. And you just do them up tight. I mean, if you've done a few cars before, then you will know what tight means. Obviously, don't wait till it gets loose, and just feel it. Like here is good, and this side, yeah, enough resistance, that's it. So yeah, for newbies or beginners who'll be doing this at home by themselves, it's very hard to explain how much torque do you apply here. So you might actually have to do it up with the torque wrench, or, which is a mission, you could nip them on with this spanner, take the cams off, put them on a bench, tighten it up, but it's not really going to be an option. It's going to be a disaster. So yeah, you might have to take this guy off. I think there's 3 bolts at the back that hold it, and then you got another pipe here on the side and water pipe. Yeah, I don't know. That'll be a mission. I always stick to this unless there is something like this designed with a torque spec on it, some sort of special torque wrench. 11mm would be great, but yeah, I'll do it by hand, never had issue. I know there is special torque settings for this and special torque settings for the top of the cams. Always done them up by hand. People done over 200,000 with no issues, so you just have to know what you're doing sometimes, and it helps. Obviously the experience helps you. Anyway, that's the timing now done. Now I'm going to remove the blocks, the locking blocks. I'll give it a spin, and yeah, and then I start putting the rest on. Okay, all bolts tightened down and marked, so I know they've all been done, just in case. It's an important moment right here. There is a back lid, so you always have to put a bit of a silicone in there, just a touch. Put a bit here, and same on the other side if you do, because there's a chance that it might slightly leak through the gap. There is a little uneven level here. Yeah, so touch of silicone on there, and you can put the rocker cover on. Oh, and if you're wondering what kind of silicone I use genuine Mercedes. Here is the part number. This is the best silicone you can ever use. It's amazing. Like, it does the job way better than any other silicone. It does cost about £30 a tub, but it's always enough for the whole engine. And it really seals well, especially for your timing cover. Very important to use a good quality silicone. I mean, they are the same for Volkswagen, I think, is the same thing. They have a slightly different, well, they have a different part number, but the tub looks exactly the same. I think even the Ford has the same thing as well. I don't know if it's exactly the same, because I had some issues with the Ford before, it wasn't setting quick. But yeah, the Volkswagen with this number, whichever works out cheaper, either the Volkswagen or Mercedes. Sometimes you can just eBay them and see which one is cheaper and get one. But yeah, it's truly amazing. The best silicone ever. And by the way, here is the rocker cover. It had a slight wash. It's not ideally perfectly clean, but it is way better than what it was. And to be honest, quite clean. All dry. All new genuine seals been installed. So hopefully it serves for a long time with no issues. And another thing I find out, obviously I said that these have a smaller, how do you call it, a stopper or whatever, the limiter. When you place it in here, it does give a seal a chance to move a bit more, but I don't think that should be an issue. Even if you put it right here in this place, I mean, it's not too bad. You'll still support the seal enough to save you £250. So yeah, these little guys from BMW. Obviously BMW can actually save Mercedes. Who would have ever thought that? Yeah, so that's how it goes. It's all nice, clean and ready to go on. So I'm going to start slowly assembling everything on. You can see already a difference that made when it's all cleaned up properly. All nice and clean. Beautiful. Now we're going to deal with injectors. I think the injector seats, they seem to be reasonably clean. Unfortunately, I don't think I can zoom in on that. No, I cannot focus. Oh, shoot. But they are more or less pretty much clean. I might give them another clean just in case, with no rubbish in there. So it should be lovely. I mean, compared to what it was before, it's a completely different story. Yeah, no, she won't focus. Anyway, so here we are, starting to look better already. Okay, the injectors are laid out and ready for installation right here. All the new seals, new copper washers. We'll crack on with that. For the injectors I use Liqui Moly Proline injector and glow plug grease. So to grease them up, because I know Mercedes has a white grease on them when you take them out and they never get seized. They're quite nice, so I grease them back up, put them straight in. They go in just like that. Oh shoot, get the bracket out the way. One sec, I have a situation. Let's pause. Okay, and there it goes, straight in. The copper washer is already inside. I normally like to drop them in on these injectors because they don't sit on the injector quite well. There you go, bracket in. These three you can put the brackets. The fourth one you have to drop it down with the bracket, so you can't get it on when the injector is in. Okay, now I'll do it with the rest three of them. Okay, injector's in, the pipe's all connected, everything's bolted down. So far so good, and it's looking like $100. Now I'm gonna do the wiring loom. You see where the water was sitting in that one, it left the residue. Jesus, how was that even working? I usually need to check the pins on the plug, are they usually still clean? It's terrible. But yeah, now I'll assemble the wiring loom, put the rest of the things on, and we'll show you the first start, which I'm kind of scared of, but we'll see, should be okay. Okay, another life hack again. We put the oil in, but I don't want to start the engine just yet. I want to crank it a bit to build the oil pressure up so it goes around the engine a bit. So once you remove this cover here at the back, there is 4 connections, actually, yeah, 4 connections. If you join these two together, the car will start cranking. It's really hard with one hand. There you go. So just hold it for a bit. Okay, that should be it. And now we're gonna go and try start it. Okay, now the moment of truth. Let's go inside. First thing I'll do, I'll turn the ignition on. Let it prime a bit with the diesel. I know it's not really gonna prime the injectors, but at least gonna bring the fuel as close as possible to fuel rail. Normally about 10-15 seconds it runs, then it stops. Okay, one more time. Okay, now we go for a start. There we go. She's on. She sounds already better than what it did before. Yeah, she sounds like she's happy. I mean, on the camera probably it sounds horrible, as it always does, but this car sounds way better than what it did before. Leaks, nothing, all there, all good, beautiful. And there we go, she's alive. All I gotta do is do a test drive after it's all warmed up. Probably check for some codes, in the camera, check some codes, this and that, and that's it. Do a drive, see if she's misfiring when she takes off, because this one was quite bad as well on the misfire. It was running really rough, but obviously 2 intake rockers were damaged on cylinder 4, so that means she was not getting enough air into the cylinder 4 and it was causing it to run really weird. But here we go, she's all in one piece. So yeah, that's about it, and that's how it's done. Okay, we're pretty much fully warm, 84 degrees on the coolant. I've done a test drive. She drives perfect. It does sound a bit noisy, to be honest. Not the quietest engine. I bet on the video it's going to sound even worse. But she's running, she's good. Plenty of power. No issues. Close the bonnet. So there was a couple of life hacks you might have to use when you, oh shit, my hands are messed up, when you doing this engine. They'll help you. It'll definitely help you to remove the rocker cover, because the rocker cover is quite tight when you take it off. Like, you got this bracket here that gives you a bit of headache. This valve, normally you undo 3 bolts and it gets out of the way, it's not too bad. But this bracket, I normally bend back a little bit. So what I found really useful is adjustable spanner that goes perfectly over it. And what you do, you just pull on it until you see that you have bent it a touch, just away. Don't bend it all the way too far, just literally half a centimeter at least, or 1 centimeter is plenty. So that will stop being a pain and you can get the rocker cover off easy. And another one is very special bolt here. If you see that bolt that's sticking out here, somehow it's quite short. I think when the guys done the rebuild, they put a short bolt in there, which is nice of them. The only nice thing that I saw so far. Normally that bolt's quite long and it covers the head. To get to that bolt, it sits right there, if you see. You got to remove this plastic piece, and it can be quite of a pain because there's a lot of things you're gonna end up removing here, really causing yourself a headache. What I do, I get a Dremel and I basically grind the bolt down like that. I just grind it down till it's short enough for me to undo that bolt. Even if you grind it flat with the metal, it's not an issue because it's still sitting where it's sitting inside of its threads, and it's not weakening the bolt at all. All you do, you just really save yourself a load of time and hassle dealing with that. So it's still a bit dirty here and there. I didn't clean everything because we just need to get this car going. All the technical bits are cleaned up and tidy.